tell me which country that is governed by a black leader that is not destabilized with crime, drugs, violence, or other kind of vices.
One bag of gold medal pan me no. Champion boy know the damn thing go. Man up put them a singing and dental. Man on man shell with the goddamn boy. That's where everybody at the champion boy.
Look at how beautiful this place is, people. Look at how beautiful. So folks, I am taking a walk this morning because I want to get in shape, people. Because when you're in Rwanda, you can become so caught up in doing so many things. And because you're getting caught up doing so many things, and people, there you have the cleaners on the streets. They're doing a fantastic job again. A fantastic job keeping Rwanda beautiful. Now, I just want to talk with your people. I just want to talk with you and explain to you why I love Rwanda, why I keep coming to Rwanda. People, I have a certain standard. And my certain standard is I love a clean place. I love an organized place. I love a safe society. And I love to be treated with respect. People, that's not a whole lot to ask for. My God, people, I tell you, this place is booming. The last time I was here, this was never here. Oh wow, this was never here, people. And this is a new condominium complex again, in full swing, overlooking the golf course. This place is moving at lightning speed, people. Lightning speed. I love cleanliness. I love order. I love safety. I have lived 50-something years in the West, in Jamaica, and most of my life in Canada. And folks, as I reach my golden years and slowing down to enjoy my retirement, people, I am trying to find a place where I don't have to deal with the acidity anymore. I do not want to be in an environment where I feel invisible, which I am in Canada. When you're in Canada, you're invisible. Nobody sees you. To be honest with you, as a black male, it's not just being invisible. There's a phobia. There is a paranoia. And the paranoia is what the media construct in the mind of the masses about us black males. And to be honest with you, people, I honestly do not want to be in an environment anymore, people, where I'm conscious of the color of my skin. I've lived in Canada for over 30 years. Never really experienced any major racism. Well, minor little here and there. But I've never experienced any major racism that I said, okay, well, I don't love Canada. I cannot say that. But what happens now, you see, North America is stratified with color. Okay, well, whites at the top, then you have maybe Asians, and I never knew that brown people exist until an Indian person says to me that, hey, look how they treat brown people. I never knew that. It shocked me. I'm like, brown people? And then I got it. Because not about color he was talking, because if you look at me, I am browner and lighter than most Indians. However, what he's saying, we are not at the bottom of the economic ladder. So he quoted as brown to say, hey, you're at the bottom, we are not. So you can see the color codes. Honestly, people, I do not want to deal with that shit anymore. I do not want to deal with it. I'm done with it. I am the way the Almighty made me. I am the way God constructed me. I have no say in how I was created. And I do not want ignorant people to treat me as if I am less than human. I am done with that. So this is why I am trying to find a place that I will not be conscious of my hue anymore. And to me, Rwanda fits that mold. It is structured, it is orderly, it has good government, the cost of living is low, and I'm treated with respect. That is not a whole lot to ask for.
This is something that I deeply, deeply regret.
Now, when it comes to the Canadian society, I find that not all, some Asians and Indians come with their kind of color code too. Because I remember when I was raising my daughter when she was young, she had a Chinese friend. And I'm not knocking Chinese, I'm just talking her experiences. And she said when she went by her friend's house one day, the mother said to the daughter, do not bring that black girl to my house anymore. That's what I don't want to live with. What? I have dated Indian before, and I could not see the family. And I know the culture, because in their mindset, we are at the bottom of the economic ladder. In fact, they kind of categorize us like the Dalits of their country, the untouchables. Beautiful condominium here, people. Another condominium. I know there's a Chinese that own this condominium complex. So people, I had to deal with that stratification, where no matter how proper I speak, no matter how economically viable I am still invisible. I do not want to live the rest of my life living like that. So therefore, this is why I search out different environments where I can treat my community and my neighbors with respect. And likewise, I can get the same. And this is why I'm always hopping in Rwanda, because Rwanda checked all the boxes for me. This is why I'm here. This is why I also blog, because I want to show you who are there in the West, who are confused, who are undecided, who are fearful about Africa, to get rid of the brainwash. Remember this, as Warren Buffett says again, be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. What many of you are not aware of, because you're not reading enough and you're so busy trying to pay the bills. By 2050, Africa population will be about 2.5 billion people. I believe the number states that between 1 in every 4 or 5 persons on the planet will be an African. And because of that, the population will be young, and that's moolah, that's money right there. Hey folks, look at this mango tree here. Look at how fruitful this place is. Look at it. Look at how beautiful this place is. Look at the vegetation. People, look at how clean and organized this country is. What's not to love about it? People, I love this place. And this is why I'm blogging for free. They're not paying me. But guess what? I'm promoting Rwanda. So my Jamaican people, the ones who are cussing me out, say me a sellout. I am not getting paid by any organizations to do this blog. I'm not getting paid by the government, because I see how well the government is doing in transforming this country and changing the lives of the people. I am doing this to just kind of help to toot the horn, to make you who are sitting on the sideline to take a visit, take a trip to Rwanda, and also invest in Rwanda. People, let me say this to you. The amount of money that's pumping in Rwanda, you who, and I'm talking to black people in the West now, we have become so reactionary, we are not proactive. Is when everybody has already gone and made investments and making profits, we're jumping up and saying, hey, we shoulda, coulda, woulda, and then blaming other races. Cut out that nonsense talk.
Shut your mouth and let me talk.
We need to step out of that backward mindset. Come and take a visit. Look at investment opportunities, because this country is growing very fast. And I have learned where the Chinese are, wherever the Jewish people are, wherever the Saudis are, there's money to be made. And guess what, people? The Saudis are here, the Chinese are here, the Jewish people are here, and they're making money. And we're sitting up there going, oh, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Oh my God, it's so careful. Oh Lord, it has genocide. Oh, yada, 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 yada. Cut the nonsense, cut the crap. For me, Jamaican people, may have the tennis court right on my backdrop, right there, so. I mean, I walk up and down. Let me say this to you, Jamaican people. I am not nationalistic, and I will never be patriotic to crime and violence. No. For 60 years, let's talk about 40, say, 4 years now, Jamaica has been overwhelmed with crime and violence, and these leaders are not fixing it. And you guys want me now to work hard, make my heart earn money, and come and invest in Jamaica when the leaders not doing anything to stop crime and violence and extortion? What kind of madness is this, people? Yeah, this is why I'm here in Rwanda. So when they say me I sell out, yeah, I'll sell out. Because guess what? They said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result. I ain't stupid. So therefore, this is why I make wise moves. This is why I'm in Rwanda.
Yeah, boy.
Here's a tennis court. Look at it. Look at it. Nice tennis court here. And if you look straight across, you have the golf course. And then back here, you have the city of Kigali. And you can see the convention center right there. So this is a sport complex right here, the tennis court, Nyatarama Tennis Court Complex. So that's this Nyatarama Sport Complex. So when you move here, you can always join the tennis club. Like I was saying, I spend most of my life in Canada in a very safe society. And Canada's standard has fallen. It has fallen to low levels where, as an average investor, if you want to invest in a second property, the tenants have so much power that even if you sell your property, they don't have to move. Now they come up with this thing called cash for keys. You can pay your tenant to leave. What kind of madness is this? And your tenant don't pay your rent. You can't cut off the light, you cannot cut off the water, and you cannot throw the tenant out because you will go to jail. What kind of foolishness is that? This is why I cannot invest in a society like that. Now, when it comes to Jamaica, it's just the same because people, you will see me post subsequent videos of how I've been ripped off by tenants, how tenants tore up my property, and people have to sell one of my units for about 120K USD, less than its value. People, I am playing with you. The tenant walk with a fortune of my money, and guess what? What am I gonna do? Fight them in court? I have to cut my losses. Now, I guarantee you, tenants don't have that kind of right in Rwanda. No, no. Invest in environments where your money is safe. And that is why, people, you have to learn to pivot. If something is not working in one area, you pivot. Now, because me I chat so much, people, and because the juices are flowing, people, pardon me of every now and then segueing into different dimensions. It's just in my nature to be a gadfly.
Oh my God! Wow!
Anyway, now, like I said, as I come to the crescendo or the golden years of my career, let me say this, people. I played by the rules. I follow the laws. I put my nose to the grind. I work hard. I didn't rob. I didn't steal. I didn't extort anybody. I went to school. I better myself, and I get up day in and day out and work hard to make whatever little money I can. People, for me as a black man, tell me which country that is governed by a black leader that is not destabilized with crime, drugs, violence, or other kind of vices. Talk to me, people. Talk to me. Jam Can is whistling and walking right now. Talk to me, people. Tell me. And because of that, people, I want to be in an environment where I feel absolutely safe, the laws are applicable, and thieves and criminals are not running wild. And for all the countries I look at, people, especially the African countries, and the reason why I pick African countries, obviously I'm black. And I do not want to be in an environment where I'm conscious of my skin anymore. I'm tired of that bullshit. I don't want to be a part of it. I want to be respected. I want to treat people with respect. And I want to be able to live a decent life. But in Canada, you can sit at the cafes. In Europe, you can sit at the cafes. You can enjoy yourself. A lot of whites who are in the West, they can travel to almost any country in Europe. The Asians can go almost any country in Asia. But how many black people will visit Africa? How many of us people will take a trip to Africa? Because guess what now? We know that the media has portrayed Africa in such a negative light. We have been bombarded by negativity, and many African countries are destabilized by outside forces, but also corrupt politicians. So therefore, I'm saying, where can I find an African country, a black country that check all the boxes that I have on my list? Not many. So this is why I'm here. Them said, who no beg, nah get, and who no get, no want. Who no want some? Baby, how you go again? People, like I said, I have played by the rules. And as I reach my golden years, why can't I be in a society that is safe and secure? This is why I'm encouraging each and every one of us who are in the West, and I'm talking predominantly black people, who are in the West, to take a visit to Africa. My God, people, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of the brainwash. Take a visit to Rwanda. Take a visit to an African country. People, get out of the brainwash. The negative portrayal of Africa is to keep us out. I'm going many places here in Rwanda, and they're owned by whites, they're owned by Chinese, they're owned by Arabs. And how many of us in the West are taking a trip? And when this country reaches its full potential, some of us are going to see cussing the other races again, which is foolishness. Because many of you are paralyzed with fear and hopelessness and keep believing what the mass media keep telling you, which is a lie. Take a trip to Africa. Look at it, people. It's moving in the right direction, and the cost of living is low. On that note, people, I am out, and a relocation me a talk boat.